Okay, we're going to have about a 15-minute live video actually showing Aquasocks works. If you own any sort of mechanical equipment, industrial equipment, boats, yachts, semis, work on railroads, storage tanks, this is going to prove in fact that our product works right before your eyes. If you watch this video to the end, I'm going to pull out, there's probably about 10 ounces of water in here. It's going to go to the bottom. That's lube oil, motor oil there. And I drop a customized Aquasocks I made. The water's going down to the bottom like it does in any fuel. And what I'm going to do over here is that's a glass of water there. I'm going to put some of the chemical that's inside of the Super Socks in that glass. And by the time this video is done, I'm going to be able to turn that glass upside down. And that's the product inside of the Aquasock that doesn't touch the fuel, oil or gasoline or diesel fuel. Now, it's got to sit at the bottom. You can watch part 1 and part 2 that we shortened it up for you, but right here I'm going to do this whole video live without editing. It's not the most professional thing, but the time is 4:42. I'll leave that watch right there, proving that this video is unedited, and that Aquasock right there and that lube oil with 10 ounces of water in it is going to remove the water in the oil. Any mechanic that works on boats, yachts, tractors, anything should have one in their toolbox. If something's been sitting around for a while without being started, or it's been sitting in a field of farming equipment for 6 months prior to harvesting or something, they need to drop an Aquasock in their fuel tank to avoid any problems, because the engine's not going to run properly if there's water running through the system. It's been sitting in the bottom of the tank, due to weather, condensation, swelling. The weather creates the tanks to swell no matter where you're at. Whether it starts snowing and getting cold, or it's hot down here in Florida. Let me see this. I'll move this this camera right up on the, and see if you can see it actually start working. You can. It's starting to work. The last video, the video we just did a couple hours ago, that's in 2 parts, 1 and 2. It took approximately 15 minutes, 14 minutes to get 10 ounces of water out of the oil. So I'm just going to leave this video sit right here. And if you want to be a distributor, or if you have a serious water problem, I would suggest that you watch this video clear to the end, and you'll be 100% convinced that the product works. Right there, within 3 minutes, I can turn that glass upside down. It turned the water into gel. Right there, that was water 3 minutes ago. There's no magic trick behind it. The sock is already starting to work. So anyway, we have the AQ28 that works real good in gasoline and diesel fuel, and the AQ12 that you can purchase online at aquasocks.net, or if you want to become a distributor. The Aqua Super Socks are more expensive. We have the Super Sock 64, Super Socks 50, and the Super Sock 18 that come in packages of 2. Because they work immediately, they are more expensive. You will solve your problem in a matter of a couple hours. It just depends what size Aqua Super Sock you need and how much water is actually in your tank. If you're talking several gallons, you're going to need some of the larger customized units that we're making to pull up to nearly 5 gallons of water. But you need a big access hole to be able to get them in. Could be get them in there. Like this Aqua Super Sock 64 right here in my hand. That needs an access hole of about 5 inches to be safe once it's swollen up. And you need to make sure that the strings are attached securely so when you pull it out that it doesn't fall in like I did in my last video. On the larger ones, we're going to use paracord. You know, and we're only going to put a couple feet in each package because it's hard to determine how much rope you're going to need or how much string you're going to need to be able to pull. You know, it depends on what kind of tank you're going to use the Aquasock in. So you might need a larger string. I mean, the string that we package it with is not going to break. You just need to make sure that they're securely tied on to the Aquasocks, whether it be the AQ12, AQ28, or the Super Sock models. Just make sure they're tied on properly. But here again, you know, within a matter of 3 minutes, the chemical gelled up the water. It clearly doesn't work as fast in fuel, but it's pretty quick. I don't know if you can see that. It's already lowered the water level. It's the sock swelling up. You're at 5 minutes or 6 minutes into the video, and that Aquasock's going to work and get 98% of the water out within 14-15 minutes of this video. So if you have the patience, again, I would highly recommend that you watch this video to the very end. There's no gimmicks, there's no editing, and we're recording this on a cell phone. See, it's rapidly working right now. You can literally see the water dropping. We're at 7 minutes and 10 seconds into the video. And I would say it's probably already got about half the water out, so. It is not going to work that rapidly at all times because you don't know where the water's sitting in your tank because you can't see through the tank. So you don't know where the water's sitting, but once you get sitting in the right spot, the water will get semi-attracted to the Aqua Super Socks, and the chemical will drag it in towards the bag that pulls the water out of the fuel physically. That's the object. Rather than putting any additives in there that don't really work, there's not too many things on the market to pull water directly out of fuel. So again, if you're a mechanic, every mechanic should carry one of these inside of their toolbox if they're working on a piece of machinery. Water is 90% of the problems in which machinery stop working. It just ruins the fuel systems. And there's no cure for getting water out of fuel. It's always going to be in there. There's no way of curing water from getting into a fuel tank. We're at 8 minutes and 45 seconds into this video, and we're getting down to the bottom to where, in fact, that Aqua Super Sock is going to be filled up, probably within a matter of the next 3 minutes. There's the time. It says 4:50. We have distributors we have Aquasocks Australia, we have Aquasocks Oceania, we have Aquasocks Asia. We're looking for other distributors in different parts of the world. We have Aquasocks Canada. We have a distributor in certain parts of Canada. Not all of Canada. But companies feel like we should send free product around the world to be able to test it, and that's just not feasible to do it all the times. And that's why we're doing a completely live video showing the product work right before your eyes. You can get online at aquasocks.net And there's a video demonstration that explains how to work the Aquasocks. A little bit different than this one. We're at 10 minutes and 20 seconds into the video. And the water is almost fully absorbed. You can see the bag has swollen up and gotten most of the water. So we're at 11 minutes and 15 seconds into this video, and the water level was about right here. If I leave the sock in there for another few minutes, it's going to grab all of the water. It would be, you know, they actually need to be left in for, it'd be best to leave them in for 24 hours to make sure you get what you need to get out of there. And you might need a couple different ones, a couple of them, because you don't know how much water is in a tank sometimes. I mean, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this video about 2-3 minutes short. As you can see, the Aquasock works. And if you have any more questions, you can give us a call or email us at aquasocks7@gmail.com. Get on our website. We have a contact form there. And there's the Aquasock with most of the freaking water out of that tank. There's only a little bit at the very bottom, and if we were going to leave it in there for a little bit longer, it would have got every drop out of there. There was hardly any water inside of that oil right there. So 14 to 15 minutes, all of the water would have been out of that oil within a matter of a short period. There is still some at the bottom. It's not completely out of there, but I want to cut the video short. Again, you can contact us at aquasocks.net. We just proved that our product works, and there's not too many things out there on the market that even can remotely close beat our product. Thank you.